Hey folks, my name is Jürgen, aka Nerd and Proud of It, and Destiny has brought you to my channel today to check out a package I received from the Fiora collection, one of my Patreons. And I got something very special to show you as well, which is this Artist Proof on the right here by Amy Weber. I really love that one, so that's one to look out for. Folks, I've been away for a couple of days and I rented this little small house in the middle of nowhere. I just needed a break. You might have recognized that I have been inactive for a few days and I was simply tired, folks. So I took a walk along the sea line of the North Sea you saw here. I went outside a lot and I read a lot and I just calmed down, which was very nice. Turbulent times, and then you need to take care of yourself and your own sanity sometimes to recharge. But today I am showing you this here from the Fiora collection. He sends me a lot of stuff. He normally sends me a package every month. It's like a kind of a Patreon thing of his. And this time, apparently, it's not magic cards. I already talked to him about it, but I wanted to show it to you anyways. We talked about basketball. And for me, Dirk Nowitzki is one of the best players ever, but that is because I'm very biased. He's born in the area where I am from. Everybody knows him there, and at least everybody knows who he is, not personally, of course. But there are not a lot of NBA players from Germany, at least not a lot from my area, and he actually is born in the same year as I was born. So to me, I always loved to watch the Mavericks, and I always loved to watch him play. And I think he is a very cool guy. I kind of like him. And I'm not very much into sports cards, I have to admit that. I really like this kind of stuff when I see it. Just look at it. I'm into that, and I can see myself collecting it. But over here in Europe, it's just not a big thing, and that's okay. But I love that the Fiora collection took the time. Yeah. There you see the birth date. It's 78, and he was born in Germany, Würzburg, which is very close to where I was born. About 3/4 of an hour or something, which is not that far in Germany, because Germany is pretty big. Not as big as the US, of course, but in terms of Europe, it's one of the bigger countries. I am, like I said, not very familiar with these kind of cards. I have a couple of baseball cards just from back in the day when I visited the US. I bought a pack here and there, but that's about it. And in general, sports cards is new terrain to me. It is very cool that he sent me these things. So thanks, man. We talked about it on Discord already as well. But and he said, you don't have to open it on camera. It's not magic. And I'm like, sure, I'm gonna open it. I mean, it's something from you guys. So I love that, and I always will show these kind of things. And I think if you want to know who my Patreons are, then stick around to the end. I think I'm going to give them a special shout out today. I like these kind of cards. I think I should have started from the other side. This is the same as the card on the bottom, so he probably put these on top and on bottom to protect the others somehow, but they are all in top loaders. I know the Fiora collection, by the way, that one's pretty cool, sells a lot of graded cards, and he sends me some graded cards from time to time. Like I said, about every month. It's like a Patreon thing, but then with graded cards, or in this case, sports cards from one of my sports heroes. He packages this stuff really well. I think that's amazing. So if you want to buy from him, not that I'm promoting him here because he sent me some stuff. You have to look it up yourself. No links or anything, but he's a good guy, and he is very active in the Discord, and people know him there as well. So very cool stuff. I like these, man. I'm always into discovering new stuff, and that was pretty cool. This here is pretty cool as well. I'm very careful with this. As you see, this is an Antiquities Ornithopter. And as you know, Antiquities is my favorite set, and it always will be, probably, unless they are releasing a set that is so much better than Antiquities, and I don't see them doing this. And I love the signature of Amy Weber on the front. But as I mentioned in the beginning, this is an artist proof, and I recently bought a couple of artist proofs by Douglas Schuler, who did an excellent job with the artist proofs, but Amy Weber here does a really great job as well. Just look at this full art ornithopter like blueprint sketch. I love that. I think that's just awesome. I think these cards are very unique. I know, talking about it, created, at least on the Discord, people were like, yeah, I have to get some. And I know in the comments people were talking about that as well. Always comes with like a little card of authenticity with the date again, and another signature of Amy Weber. This one is signed on the front and on the back, of course, because she drew the ornithopter kind of blueprint on here. And that's okay, because I'm not one of those guys, never have been. You can vouch for me there. The people, at least, who watched the videos from the early days, I always talked about the stuff I like, and even while it was available, and even while I was still looking for it. And I know some others, they are trying to first cover their tracks and get everything they need, and then they talk about it, and then they already have 20 copies. Not me, and I am currently very much into these kind of unique things, and we're gonna add this to the Antiquities binder in a second. I'm gonna get it, just stick with me while I'm doing that, but before I'm getting it, I am thinking I'm giving the authenticity slip here sleeve as well. Yeah, thinking and talking sometimes doesn't go together. I hope you didn't miss me that much, folks. I have the feeling I wasn't away for too long, but I definitely could have stayed a little longer. But so much going on, and yeah, it's crazy sometimes. So it's good that if you have the opportunity to collect yourself and to just think and just get away from the noise for a few days, then I would advise you to do that. It was very beneficial for me personally, and I do that from time to time if possible. Sometimes with friends. This time I was completely alone. And of course, I talk to my family every day, but and I miss the kids enormously, and that's not the problem. But and the wife as well, of course. But sometimes it's just good to recharge, and I think I'm gonna keep that, or I'm gonna make that a habit. Not 100% yet to recharge, but pretty much like I would say like 70-80%. That was a good recharge there. Good week. Yeah. I'm rambling, but that's okay. I want to get a thumbnail here, and I think I'm gonna use the front, so we keep the back as a surprise a bit. Does that make for a nice thumbnail? What do you think? I think it does. I think Dirk Nowitzki and Antiquities Ornithopter together make for a very unique Magic the Gathering video thumbnail. But okay, that's how we roll here. We just do what we like, and we talk about what we like. And yeah, I know most of you appreciate that, and even the people outside seem to appreciate that honking their horn. But that's okay. We're gonna keep rolling. Let me get the Antiquities binder. Just give me a second, but I'm gonna keep talking. I just got it here in the drawer next to the desk, so I can keep talking into the microphone. I am more and more looking for stuff I enjoy, and these kind of cards, very unique cards. I believe Antiquities Artist Proofs have a print run of 50. So these are very unique. They could easily be numbered 1 of 50. And I know they don't have a magic card back, but for the rest it's a complete normal magic card, just no print on the back. So it has the same feel to it. And I love it that the back is blank, so that the artists can draw on there. I have a couple on the way as well without drawings on it, because the artists don't have time for it. I have a couple on the way with drawings on it. One very unique set, actually, I'm looking very, very forward to. But I'm going to talk about that more once that is in. Might take a few weeks, maybe even months. That's the only problem with the artist proofs, because the artists are very, very busy, and that's okay. I'm a patient guy. I don't mind to wait, but yeah, it's good for them that they are that busy, especially the artists that started out the Magic the Gathering art. I think it's good that those artists have a busy schedule, because I very much appreciate that, and apparently a lot of people do, and that's a positive thing, because they can earn a living with it. And I'm focusing on that at the moment, because all the other stuff, and as you know, Unlimited as well, but all the other stuff is a bit, yeah, how do you say? It has lost my interest a bit, and that is okay as well. I don't buy as much new stuff, and I know that limits the channel, but that's okay. That's where I am, and I'm looking forward to playing with my friends with a couple of new boosters. That's something I do as well, but I don't really buy like boxes anymore, and I might, because I have some on my radar, like Kaltheim Looking at You, simply because of the theme that really, really appeals to me. Vikings is kind of my thing, for people who know me, logically, because I'm from the area, and that is kind of my heritage, very, very long in the past. Although I might be more considered a barbarian as a German. But yeah, I think that is very related. Again, still rambling, but that's okay. So I'm focusing on that kind of stuff, and that gives me enjoyment. That gives me a sense of collecting with, like, just, yeah, it's, if you're here that late in the video, you know what I mean. I don't even have to explain it. It's a bit different. I want to say pleasure, but pleasure sounds so giggity, so that's why I didn't use that word. I enjoy collecting that kind of cards a lot at the moment. Artist proofs, or just old cards, and Unlimited, Arabian Nights. That's what I'm focusing on, and the occasional cool card I like here and there. And of course I still enjoy opening boosters, but it is what it is. Folks, a quick shout out to my Patreons before we stop the video. The names you see here: Alpha Hoarder, Mike, The Fiora Collection, Petra, Energetic, Simon, Evan, I believe it's pronounced Evan, right? At least you told me. Chris, Ryan, and Spirit of the Night are faithful Patreons. Most of them from when I started the Patreon, I think in December. And I really appreciate that, and I wanted to let you know that. Very kind of you to support me every month. I think it's not very common for a small YouTuber like I am to have a couple of Patreons, and I think that's awesome. So thanks a lot for that, guys and girls. I'm not taking this lightly. Every time I look at it, I think like, yeah, very cool, awesome. So thanks. Stay healthy, folks. I'm gonna leave it to this. Stay frosty. And I talk to you next time. Thanks a lot for listening, everybody. Every support is welcome. A view, a like, a comment. Not only the Patreons, but sometimes that has to be mentioned. I hope that's okay. Talk to you next time, folks. Bye bye.